Dennis is still okay. Devonte, good to see you.
Same to you.
Yeah, we're trying to get your Chick-fil-A award in here because you were co-player of the week one week on our website. You
Yes,
along with Josh Hummel. So we're trying to get that here for you tonight too. You're having a great year. Solid year. I got you at 9-11, 9-1-1.
Yes, sir.
1,000 yards. You're getting close to 1,000. That would really be something special.
I'm trying to break it this Friday.
I think you're going to get there.
Hope so.
Just about 90 yards away from that, you should be able to reach that level.
Yes, sir. Hope so.
Who has anybody ever looked up, researched, found out who's got any kind of passing records for Southwest Guilford? Any idea?
No, sir. That's been a while.
I know there's some good running records. I was talking to my partner Dennis about earlier about Brian Williams. He used to be the running back there years ago. I know you remember him back in his day. Outstanding runner, went on to play defensive back in the NFL.
Yes, sir.
But from your standpoint, having a good year, tell us a little bit about Devonte Cross. People don't know you. Talk about yourself a little bit about your football ability and things
humble,
like that.
Hungry. That's what my coach always speaks. So I'm just a product of what my coach teaches me. You feel me? Honestly.
Did you play the position last year?
No, sir.
You kind of took it and kind of grabbed it quick then. You kind of grabbed the bull by the horns and jumped in this thing as a Cowboy quickly.
I played quarterback in 8th grade and I broke my arm.
Yeah.
I didn't play for 2 years and then tried to come back in my 11th grade year to play a little H back. Then coach decided to simply quarterback this year because he seen potential in me. I just ran with it from there.
I want to go ahead and answer my own question with a guess here because I think I'm going to be right trying to make myself look good. Your top receiver's got to be Jeremiah Brown.
Yes, sir, it is.
What is it about him as a target that works so good for the two of you together?
We have chemistry. Like, we work together a lot, and it was just in the right place at the right time.
A lot of good things going. You guys are 3-3. Got off to a good start, 2-0 start in the season. 3-3 now. That's not that bad. You guys are improving what it's been like in the past.
Yes, sir.
Coach Rainey's done a good job building this program, getting it turned around.
Yes, yes.
What has he done to get this headed in the right direction, you think?
He just preaches character in the fight, and like humble. And we all like buying into the program, and that's what happens when you buy into it.
And you got the big game tomorrow night coming up. Got that Glenn homecoming game. What's that going to be like? What do you know about Glenn?
They have a really good corner on the outside. That's about it. The linebackers like to blitz a lot, so we try to exploit that in the middle of the field.
So do you see yourself being more of a passer or more of a runner? Because you run the ball a lot too. We did a game well against the Western Guilford game. I think you ran the ball quite a bit in that game. But that was one of the craziest games I've seen this year. 3 touchdowns in the last 3 minutes between the two teams. Wow. Are you more of a runner, more of a passer, or combination?
I look to pass more than I like to run, to be honest. But if I have to run, I will run it.
Well, you guys haven't done a bad job considering you lost a lot of your offense. Last year you had Rick Mack. We used to love to watch Rick Mack in the backfield, offense, defense, playing a lot of different places. Not a big guy, but he played big.
Yeah, he's a good player.
And you guys have done a good job kind of taking and keeping it going after him graduate moving on. So you got the backfield this year. You got Eric Cunningham back there with you.
Yeah,
you got also got the other kid back there too as well.
Johnson McCorkle?
Yeah, Mr. McCorkle doing the job back there. Pretty good balance on that offensive set.
Yes, sir.
Who do you look to along with Jeremiah Brown? Who's your other receiver targets?
Terrance
Durham. He's got about 200 and some yards, having a good year.
Good hands, good speed.
Yeah.
He plays him on the ball,
Well, let's look at some other things. With us tonight, Shane's Rib Shack for a Thursday Football in Focus. Bringing it down the line tonight, Southwest Guilford Cowboys in the house. Talking to Devonte Cross. And who's been the toughest player or team you've gone up against?
I would have to say Ledford. For the fight they put up. They put up a good fight.
Have you seen them? Yeah, you saw them this year because how close is that game?
It was pretty close. But like first half, they put away in the first half. We didn't score in the first half at all. Second half, we put up 1 point. 7
because
points.
every year I do my picks at the website. We do the picks by who's going to win. We always pick you guys against Ledford. This seems like Ledford always kind of sneaks in and cuts your heart out.
Yeah.
That's the team you guys want to beat bad, I know. It's kind of wild because you got those teams. That's a 3A team. You got Western. You guys played them pretty tough too. Now you got this game against Glenn. Going into the conference schedule, how important is it? How big is it to make sure you get all these conference wins you can?
It's very important. It's very important to start with a win, obviously, but start off strong, going to the conference rolling.
What do you say would be the key to playing your position, playing that quarterback spot? Not necessarily what a quarterback does, but as far as you playing that quarterback spot, what's the key to your position back there?
Just keep my mind on the next play, focus on the next play. Don't get down about the previous play.
Do you mind in a game if you get in a situation where maybe something's not working, maybe it's not working for McCorkle, maybe it's not working for Eric Cunningham, maybe you can't get the ball to Jeremiah Brown. Do you mind having to take that ball yourself and run with it and try to get the job done?
I don't mind at all to do that.
Sometimes I don't think guys want to do that by design, but sometimes they're called to do it even when the situation opens itself up, they have to go run that ball. So that doesn't bother you one bit.
No, it doesn't.
Who do you kind of pattern? Who are you watching a college game, watching a pro game? Any quarterbacks you kind of try to pattern yourself after, try to pick up some things from those guys, watching those guys play?
Honestly, not really. I go out there.
I was just going to see, is this guy going to be like a Cam Newton? Is this guy going to be like Jacoby Brissett? This guy going to be like a Russell Wilson? Going to be like a Phillip Rivers?
I look at Cam Newton a lot. Yeah. I watch his game a lot. How he works, his work ethic.
Got a lot of respect for his game there.
Yeah, I do.
Gotcha. Devonte Cross with us. Homecoming, does it mean anything special to you, or is it a football game?
This is a football game to me.
Got to get the game done.
Yes, sir.
We talked about Glenn, what they bring. What about some other teams? Do you know a player from Ragsdale? Give me a player from Ragsdale's name. Anybody you know Ragsdale?
I'm actually very close friends with Tevin Quick, their quarterback over there.
Oh, yeah. Good job.
Yeah.
Now, do you play any basketball?
Yes, sir, I do. I didn't play last year, but I played my freshman and sophomore year.
You be playing this year?
I'm to the side and debating on it.
Got to wait and see how football goes first.
Yes,
I got you. Any Northwest Guilford players you know?
No, sir.
No connections to Northwest. What about High Point Central?
Yeah, the quarterback.
Jamel Mack?
Jamel Mack, yes, sir.
You know these quarterbacks pretty well. And boy, Jamel Mack's having a good year.
Yeah, he is. Playing well.
Crazy thing is, they can say he's having a great. He had a good year last year.
Yeah, he did.
The interesting about Mack this year was to look and see what kind of numbers he put up this year after doing so well. And sometimes it's hard to follow that up.
Yeah.
Plus, last year he had some different targets out there receiving wise too. I mean, that Jermaine Pratt, you remember him from
Jermaine Pratt,
outstanding athlete. Guys like he had those guys last year. Some of those guys moved on, but Mack still get the job done.
Yeah, he does. He's athletic, very athletic.
Who's your biggest rival?
I would have to say Ragsdale.
Yeah, you look forward to Ragsdale.
I look forward to that game.
Yeah, that's the big rival.
Yes, sir.
It used to be a long time ago, well, a while back. Sometimes the rival was like Northwest, but now, like you say, Rags all the way. Football and basketball, I'm sure. Seen some good basketball games between those two. Who was your coach back in Recreation Day?
I really can't even remember, to be honest. I really can't remember.
When did you start playing football?
Seriously, I started playing football my 8th grade year.
Okay.
My 7th grade year.
Who's your middle school coach?
Coach Moore. I remember Coach Moore and Coach Reese like it was yesterday.
Was that at Southwest Middle?
Yes, sir.
Success there?
Yes, it was. Good
They're having a pretty good year, too, I think, right now in here. What about your JV football coach?
I didn't play JV.
You skipped JV, so you went middle, skipped a year or two, and then came back?
Yeah, came right back.
Gotcha. What can you tell us about Coach Rainey? You talked about him a little bit already. What about Coach Rainey?
He's just a passionate guy, passionate for the game. He focuses on the kids more than he focuses on playing football. So
yeah, because he kind of comes across like that. I think that also kind of carries over to what he does in the classroom, being like a graduation coach and making sure guys stay in school and making sure guys are there. You got to be there.
Yes, sir. He does.
That carries over off the field too, doesn't it?
Yeah,
When he teaches you guys on the field.
Yes.
When you leave Southwest, you got to keep your stuff in order, keep things together when you leave the school too. What about? Can you tell us the college you're going to play for down the road one day?
I want to go to Western Carolina.
Interesting.
Yeah.
They got to Northern Guilford here, guys, tonight. Their guys here. They've got one of their guys up there, John McBeth, the big defensive end. Used to play for them.
Yeah,
Big Beth. So maybe Western Carolina.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm interested in.
Good school. Southern Conference. I mean, some of the guys left the Southern Conference, like Elon jumped out and Appalachian jumped out. But Western Carolina, I think last check, maybe about 3-1, 3-2, having a good year.
Yes, sir.
Good year. What about, can you tell us the best teacher at Southwest Guilford High School?
I would have to say Miss Newman.
What does she teach?
English.
English?
11th grade English.
Picking up that pretty well?
Yes, sir.
Are you in 11th or 12th?
I'm in 12th grade this year.
Your last year this year. You got to make it all happen this year on the field.
Yes, sir.
Hey, the Western Carolina maybe next year. Have you visited up there yet?
No, sir. I go on visit on the 18th, I think. Yes, sir.
Gotcha. Okay, well, can you tell me the toughest class you got over there?
Right now? Honors English.
English, gotcha. How about the best coach you've ever had in any sport?
I would have to say Coach Shavers and Coach Rainey, if anything, Because they just keep pushing you.
Yeah.
Get your best potential out of you. They don't
Have you got some more in you hadn't given us yet? You still got a little bit more to give, right?
I got a little more to show you guys.
There's a little bit more every week, I think. Every week there's a little bit more in there somewhere. The best thing I told these guys these shows before, the coach brings it out of us a whole lot.
Yeah.
But then once you get to that level, he's challenged you to bring it out. You're doing it, but then you realize, I got a little bit more in here I can still give.
Yes, sir.
There's that extra surge going on there. Again, Devonte Cross with us, Shane's Rib Shack for a Thursday night. East Carolina Pirates, #1 team in the state. Who's number 2?
In my eyes?
Yeah. Was it State, Carolina, Duke, Wake Forest? Who's number 2 behind East Carolina?
Fine, West Carolina or East Carolina?
East Carolina, number 1.
Okay,
Right. I've also got Guilford College in here, but we won't talk too much about that.
Yeah, I would say Clemson. I want to say Clemson.
You go out of state, go Clemson in. Well, how about this matchup here? You got Guilford College 4-0. You got NC A&T 3-2. Who would win that game?
NC A&T.
So A&T would still beat Guilford. A&T versus Hampton tonight. You ever heard the name Connell Maynard?
No, I haven't.
Doesn't ring a bell. Okay, he's working at one of the schools in that one tonight. What about, do you know these names? Ray Bridges or Herbie Bridges? Ever heard of them? Heard of the Bridges brothers? Good deal. We can cross that later, too. How about, you mentioned Brian Williams. You've heard of him out of Southwest. What about Eddie Pope? Remember Eddie Pope? Heard his name?
No, I don't.
The soccer player came out. What about Clyde Sims? His name ring a bell?
I think I've heard of him.
Okay, soccer player there, too. What about Brandon Banks?
Yeah, I've heard of him. Yeah,
big man for the Charlotte 49ers. Not doing too bad down there, too. If you're going to start your own business, what kind of business do you open up? Starting your own business.
I would say like a Sports Authority type thing. Sell like equipment, shoes.
Gotcha. Sporting goods, something like that.
Yeah.
I was telling somebody earlier, I would start a pet finding business. Lost pets. I go out and find people's pets, charge them $200 an hour. I'll find that pet in about 10 hours. Find those pets. Got to get on it. How about the business side? If you owned your own website, what kind of website would you have?
Like an educational website.
Good. Education. What about if you had your own TV station? What would your format of your program be like there? What would you show?
Straight sports.
All sports, 24/7. What about your own radio station?
I'll do what you guys doing right now. Interviewing like young stars, young players.
That's you're on the money. That's good stuff. You kind of enjoy this. That's good. That's good. A favorite late night snack?
Pizza.
Love some pizza. Yeah. Cold or hot? Does it matter?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. How about favorite late night restaurant?
Sheets.
Sheets. That's a good call. I mean, I'm not trying to overdo things. I mean, I think Sheets is good stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing about going to Sheets, not to disrespect to the convenience store, Sheets just has so much different stuff.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, you go in there, you think, man, you think every time before you go in, what am I going to get this time? That's a lot of variety. That's a great call. And they got that MTO. What's that stand for?
It's the MTO.
Yeah, the MTO. Made to order.
Made to order, yeah.
Yeah, which you order. Sometimes they're a little slow, but I think that's because it's supposed to be made as you order it. That's a good deal. Good call on Sheets. I like that. Okay, a talent you've got that nobody knows about. Is there a special talent you got, something you can do people don't even know about?
I write with my right hand, but I throw with my left hand.
So you write with the right, throw with the left?
Yes, sir.
Wow, good. Do you have any musical talent?
No, I don't.
If you went on one of these musical talent shows on TV, like the American Idol or something like that, or the show I call The Song or The Tune, is there a certain song you would sing or anything?
No, it's not really. I really don't.
But you write with your right, throw with your left.
Yeah.
I've been working my left a lot the past couple of years. Basketball, I just shoot my left hand all the time, just because people don't expect you to be able to use your left hand. I try to throw the football more on my left, but it hasn't really come on that good. Got to keep working on that. Bonus question: the Panthers are at Cincinnati on Sunday to face the Bengals. How does that game come out? Any idea on that one?
I think the Panthers win 17-10.
Panthers get a win on the road. I did have a bonus question here, so I'm going to go ask. I wrote it down. How about the Colts at the Texans? Both teams 3-2. Haven't had any good football games on Thursday night on CBS yet. No good games at all. How about that game tonight?
I would pick the Colts.
Pick the Colts on the road.
On the road, yeah.
Andrew Luck?
Yep.
Think a lot about him? A good quarterback? There's a lot of good quarterbacks to choose from nowadays.
Yeah.